And tributes to the former president have been pouring in from around the world and all across America, including from his dear friend, President Biden.
What I find extraordinary about Jimmy Carter, though, is that millions of people all around the world, all over the world, feel they lost a friend as well, even though they never met him. And that's because Jimmy Carter lived a life measured not by words, but by his deeds.
In this moving tribute, President Biden praised Carter as an example of simple decency. Our Jeanne Caldwell joins me now in studio with more on how New Yorkers are reacting to Mr. Carter's passing. Jeanne.
Yes, well, Heidi, New Yorkers are reflecting on former President Jimmy Carter's legacy and his transformative leadership, both as president and a humanitarian. A chorus of tributes honoring the life and legacy of former President Jimmy Carter. The 39th President of the United States passed away Sunday at his home in Plains, Georgia. New York Governor Hochul reflecting on her personal encounter with Mr. Carter, tweeting, "President Jimmy Carter embodied decency and integrity throughout his life of public service. I'll never forget as a teenager meeting him in Buffalo. He was an inspiration to me and so many Americans. Our hearts are with the Carter family during this difficult time." Mayor Eric Adams also reflecting on Carter's enduring impact on communities across the nation, including right here in New York City, writing, "President Jimmy Carter was America's longest president in history, but he will be remembered for far more than that. He was a public servant who dedicated his life to giving back, and not just during his presidency. We all witnessed it with the work he did with Habitat for Humanity." Carter was widely known for his work with the Housing Justice Organization as he dedicated his life to humanitarian efforts post-presidency. He and his wife Rosalind Carter partnered with Habitat for Humanity New York City and Westchester County, providing New Yorkers access to affordable home ownership for 40 years. The nonprofit CEO said in a statement, "New Yorkers and global citizens alike have lost one of our greatest advocates for affordable housing, self-help home ownership, and shelter for all. We add our voices to the chorus around the world, celebrating a life well built." As New Yorkers mourn the death of Jimmy Carter, attention is turning to potential funeral arrangements and whether the former president might lie in state at the U.S. Capitol, a rare honor for American leaders. Alan Sanders is a professor emeritus of political science at St. Peter's University in New Jersey.
If you lie in state in the Capitol, that's the purview of the Congress. And so you have to coordinate whatever you want to do with the Congress. And of course, you have to coordinate it with the family. We don't really know what the family themselves want for President Carter. So there are lots of negotiation, what the administration wants, what the Congress wants, and of course, what the family wants.
The former president is survived by his 4 children, 11 grandchildren, and 14 great-grandchildren. Heidi.
Yeah, led an extraordinary life. Thank you for that, Jeanne.